Hey, Coach. So it's Coach Tish here. Just wanted to check in with you. Check in, kind of do a temperature check, find out how you're feeling, right? I know sometimes as we go through this process of changing ourselves, shifting our identity, becoming the millionaire me version of ourselves, sometimes as we're going through this process, we start feeling like, oh, this thing is so hard. Oh, why is this so difficult? Like, why is this so challenging? I don't think I'll ever change. Like, I'm probably stuck being the person I am. I'll never become a millionaire, right? It's easy to start feeling that way. So, if you are feeling that way, I just want to tell you it's normal, okay? I want to let you know right up front it's natural and it's a normal part of the process. Here's what's really interesting about that piece of the process, right? As we are building up ourselves, it's a lot like when we start working out, right? Like I recently started with a new trainer, and I got to tell you, about 10 minutes in, like really somewhere around, it's loud as hell out here, right? Somewhere around like 6 minutes in, I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna quit. Right? It was like the very beginning of the process, but I didn't quit. I instead shifted my language, right? And actually, the more I started sweating, the more that I started changing my story. I started changing what I was saying to myself, right? And so by the end of the workout, I was like, okay, this bad boy is more mental than physical. This is going to shift my spiritual journey. This work myself, this work going to change me spiritually as well as physically and definitely mentally because I've got my self talk. And by the end of the workout, what I had decided is okay, I'm not going to quit. I'm actually going to move forward. I'm going to walk this path with this program. Okay? And so that's what I want to share with you. There's a three-part process that you yourself can take. If you're feeling like you're a lost cause, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I want to quit, right? Number one, it's natural, it's normal. But I want to give you something that Tony Robbins gave to me. Okay? And this is the state, story, strategy method. Three parts: state, story, strategy. Okay? So the very first thing that if you're feeling like, I'm a lost cause, the very first thing that you want to do is shift your state. When I was doing the workout, even though I said in my mind that I was going to quit, what I did was I kept going, but in essence, I started sweating. Okay? In order to shift your state, what you want to do is start sweating. Doesn't matter how you're sweating, doesn't matter what you're doing, but you're basically increasing your heart rate. You're basically changing your physiological state. Okay? So you want to change your state physically. Okay? If that means going for a walk, if that means hopping on a treadmill, going for a bike ride, getting the hula hoop going, but you want to shift your state. This is vitally important because if you don't start with the state, most of us start with the strategy, right? It's like, okay, what do I do? And we start to do something. But if we don't shift our state physiologically, right, then whatever it is that we do won't stick because we're still in the same place physiological. Our physiology matches however we're feeling. And it's impossible to feel great and wanting to move forward if you're sweating. It's impossible to feel down and out when you're sweating. So this is scientifically proven. This is why we're doing is shifting your state. The second thing you're doing is shifting your story. Okay? You're shifting your story. Now, the reason that you change your state first is you're changing your physiology, right? You're changing the environment that this story is in, is really within ourselves, okay? So after you've shifted your state, the very next thing that you want to attack is your story. And your story is basically what you're saying, right? What you're saying to yourself. Now, we all know that we aren't lost causes. We know that that's a myth, right? When I was in the beginning of the workout, I was saying to myself, when I was in the beginning of the workout, oh my God, I can't do it, I'm gonna quit. But what I started doing, what I actually started telling myself is, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to do this. Tish, you got it. You got it. You can do this. You got this. You've done it. So I started changing my language. story. If you're saying that you're never going to shift that, change your state and then change what you're telling yourself. Okay? Now, new feeling. Simple as that. You have the feelings wheel, right? So you're already feeling good. Now we've changed the story that we're telling about the journey that we're on, right? We can say it's hard, or we can say, I'm getting better at this. I'm practicing at this, right? The next thing that you want to do in your strategy is adjust your feelings. Pick a new one. You got 72 of them. Half of them are positive, half of them are negative. At any given moment, you have the power to change your feelings. So that's for you today. If you're feeling like you're down sure the process, I got it. I feel you. I've been there. You are halfway there. You're all you gotta do is keep you to do that. You gotta first change your state, then change your story, and then adjust your strategy. That's all I got for you today. Have an awesome and amazing one and keep going. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.